Hi friends, this is Sarah from Crafting and Relaxing. Welcome. Thank you so very much for joining me. Today, I find myself in the same place that many of you are with your craft space, and it happens to me a lot. I just make a mess. I destroy things, and then there's no room to work. Right now, I'd like to be working on my Smash That Small Paper Pad collab, and I have an Etsy order to pack up. I also have a video to edit, but that doesn't sound very fun. And I would love to play with a bunch of the new stuff that I just picked up at Lost and Found Crafts in Olympia, Washington. I had some videos on that. You should have seen those by now. But this room is a nightmare. It is just too crazy. It is Sunday afternoon. Alexa, what time is it?
The time is 2:53 p.m.
I don't know why, but she answered me in the other room, so you might not have heard her. The time is 2:53 p.m. So the way I look at it, I've got a couple hours left in my weekend, and I don't want my room to look this way, and I want to have some fun and get some things done. So I'm gonna try and put a hurtin' on this room. If you've watched my Tidy With Me videos before, you know that I like to use a 30-minute timer. Couple of things. 30 minutes, I can most of the time stay on task. If nothing else, the timer will go off and remind me that I'm supposed to be tidying. It also helps me remember this is a tidy time. Don't find something that you wanted to ink up or that you wanted to layer or cut. Don't get sidetracked. Just keep tidying. So I'm going to show you my whole mess. Then we're going to set the timer and I'm going to switch it to probably a sped up video with a voiceover on it. We'll see what happens. And today I'm willing to put in more than 30 minutes. I don't think I can fix this to the level that I want it in 30 minutes. So who knows? It might be an hour, it might be more, but let's get this place under control so that I can actually have some fun crafting. And maybe you can be inspired to do the same in your space. My crafting buddy is down for the nap. It's raining outside, so I don't really have any excuses to go out there. I'm just gonna walk you around. I have coffee, so I'm ready. I'm gonna turn on the music when it's time. You can see there's a pile of stuff down there. I don't know why that flashlight's on. The sewing machine isn't even plugged in because I moved a stool that was over there. The counter's a mess. This is from Lost and Found Crafts. The counter is a combination of Unfinished Objects, Lost and Found Crafts, Lost and Found. Smash That Small Paper Pad is under there. I don't know what I was doing here. Got some pet stuff out because I was taking stuff to Eileen. I dug through Basic Gray to see if the 6x6 pad that I picked up was already in there. I emptied off this chair just so I could make the video and talk to you. This is Happy Mail. Never think that because your Happy Mail is somewhere weird or on the floor, I don't care. I care a lot. I'm just messy. More Happy Mail. Just a lot of stuff. Oh, look, there's my notebook from making a video for you guys. I don't even know how it happens. Let's start by clearing off this table, and then I can use it for some sorting. That's one thing. Every once in a while, you need temporary stuff. Boxes to sort into, just random. And I think this table will do that for me. But at the end, it has to be gone. Alexa, set a 30-minute timer. Sometimes the hardest part of this is choosing a spot and getting started. So I just pick something and go for it. Don't overthink where you start, just start. I'm grabbing some masking tape and making some labels for bags so that I have things to sort into. I have plastic bags all over the room, so it's no problem to find them. You could use shoe boxes, paper boxes, just piles, but my piles would get mixed up. That box in the middle is exactly what it says, trash, and I just put it there to speed things up. And I'm sorting these new things that I've purchased, and some of them I purchased in bulk, so I hadn't gone through them. And now I'm saying, okay, this goes here, and they were not grouped by like items. I just started a bag of share or donate. It's not working for me. It doesn't need to stay here. Be honest with yourself about whether you're going to use things and how. Now I'm taking a blue and purple pad apart. The tags I want to make, so I'm going to cut those out. If I leave them in there, I won't cut them apart. So I've made myself a TV watching bag. So I have a donate bag, I have a TV watching bag. Now I'm setting out some Christmas stuff that was mixed in, and that open cupboard behind me is trash and holiday. It's a weird combo. And I'm just sorting into bins. My rule is if you touch it, sort it. Try not to shuffle the same item. In my experience, if I shuffle an item over and over and over, it's probably there's a flaw in it. Either I need to make a new category or the item itself needs to go. Here I'm fitting in my basic gray into my bin and just sorting. Your bags will be different. That bag with the green paper in it is the share donate. I imagine Andrea will go through there and take that green paper, but I don't always decide where things go. My point is just that they go. And I kind of use the Marie Kondo decluttering. Is it bringing me joy? No, it's out. It's perfectly good 6x6 green paper, but I don't need it in my life. I try not to stop and think about, am I donating it? Am I giving it to Andrea? Am I throwing it in the trash? Because if I think about throwing it in the trash, I'll just keep it. And I'm just going through and trying to figure things out. I do need a mini album place to store those kits that I buy. I've noticed that there's that scalloped one on the table, and I realized I was moving mini albums around a lot. Feel free to make a new category whenever you need it. We're at 13 of 30 minutes, so we have 13 remaining, just sort of a checkpoint. And at the almost halfway point, I said, okay, we've got to work on this. And sometimes it's just a matter of consolidating my piles. The chair is usually go away, leave the room, donate, whatever. That's my system. I don't know what your system should be. If I leave the room every time I find a go away, it won't work. There I'm adding to my TV bag. I'm going to take that in the other room, and it actually ends up on my cart, but that's a different video later. And you can see the piles are going down. I'm saying, okay, any empty bags, I save those too. The plastic bags that you can see through. I got too hot, had to ditch my sweatshirt. I did leave the room one more time, I just realized, to dump the trash. I don't have a really big trash can in this room. I don't know why, but it seems to work out okay for me. So when I go on a big tidy spree, I either make a big pile on the floor or just trash it. And I'm going through each one of these items and saying, okay, I want to keep it. There was a cute little satiny bag. I put it in the go away pile. I think later I used it for a Happy Mail. The point is, it goes. It doesn't need to stay here. I have found, sorry, I'm going to fix this camera angle in a minute. I'm a butterfly, which means in Clutterbug land, I need to see things. Sometimes I put stuff in a drawer for Happy Mail for you guys, and I never use it. It never gets sent out. I eventually give up and donate it because it's way off season. So throwing things in my donate go away pile and then shopping in it a little bit for Happy Mail seems to work out for me. Again, totally personal preference, okay? There's no right or wrong in how you tidy, how you craft, how you use things. It's just, will you use them? Now I'm going through the items and I've uncovered Smash That Small Paper Pad, all the supplies I had for it and that collaboration, and I just put it in the bin. Yes, I need to do it, but I have got to make some space first. And there you go. That's the 30-minute mark, and I'm resetting the timer for another 15 minutes because clearly we're not done. And I think I was starting to get tired, so I just did another 15. I didn't think I had 30 minutes left in me, but setting the timer really helps me make it count. Now, I got a whole bunch of personal stamp exchange PSX stamps, which I love. So what I'm doing is I'm fitting them on the wall and I'm saying, okay, do I like you better than that spot? So I gave up a cute shoe and like a martini glass that I'd had. I think my sister gave them to me a long time ago. She'll still love me if I get rid of them. And I really went through my stamps and said, are you worth the space? Do I use you? I tried a technique probably a year ago where I turned them around and that marked whether or not I used them, had the rubber side out. What I found on some of them was, regardless of whether I use them, I want to keep them. And that's okay. That's your preference, right? But here what I'm doing is I literally did a hard thinning, and Andrea came over and looked through the pile and thought, why are you getting rid of these? I said, I don't use them, and they didn't deserve a spot on the wall. Really look at your stuff objectively and say, is it worth the space it's taking up in my room? Look, we have counter space. I do better if I know I'm going to a creative reuse store and some crafter will find that stuff and love it, but I try not to focus on that. I try to just, and there's Wilson, popped in for a visit, think about, do I want it or not? We're pretty much wrapping up for the day. The stuff that I have set out relates to small paper pad and a few other things. So this part, not great yet, right? Big improvement, not too bad. This is Happy Mail that I just got and I want to put away safely. This is more of Smash That Small Paper Pad that I found while I was tidying. So these are important items. I just need to find a place for them and put them away. As a butterfly, I love to keep everything out so I can see it all. So I had a hard time putting away some of that beautiful patterned paper that I picked up. But I know that if I keep too much stuff out, nothing gets done. I just look at everything and don't get anywhere. So I have this counter to work on. That one will have to leave for later. I don't think Sunday evening is when it's going to fix it. This is my book that you've seen me sort ephemera and tags into before. So I put these on here and I'll sort them into their color families. This is my going out of this room. I only left the room once, and that was to put something in the sink to soak that had a bunch of ink in it. Other than that, this is my pile, and I think those are things that Andrea wants. Thanks so much for watching. I hope that you got motivation from this. This is not too bad for 45 minutes, right? You could do this during the week on a Monday night even. Thanks for watching. Bye-bye.